In this video, we're going to talk about the DC Space Echo, a twin flex pattern in a directional shape with a traditional camber profile to it. This is one of those boards that's a super throwback to how people wanted their boards in the late 90s, early 2000s. It's just a board that you can ride the whole mountain with. It's going to have solid snap, and it's not going to hold you back. It's definitely in that quiver of one type of mindset, so you need to take that into consideration when you're looking at this board. This board features traditional camber. If you need me to keep breaking down what traditional camber is, just stop looking at this board. Contact point to contact point. There's an arc in the board. That's it. This board is available in both regular and wide sizes. The Space Echo is one of those old school type boards where it's a twin flex in a directional package. It is on the stiffer side, so it's not quite middle of the road. It's a little bit past that. You got a little bit of play in the tips, not a lot. Stiffer through the midsection with a little bit of torsional give. This board is stable, but it's also very lively. So you will notice a little bit of chatter resonating up underfoot, but not enough to super fatigue you throughout the day. In heavy rutted out terrain and chunder, I did get bucked around a bit with this board, but that's kind of to be expected. It doesn't absorb the terrain like something with a softer flex pattern would. This is a board with a lot of snap and rebound out of it, so you can expect pop. You do have to load it up, you do have to be aggressive, and you do have to manhandle it, and that carries over to how it hits jumps. This is really a board that's designed for riding half pipe, and you can see that with the fact that it's slightly directional with a twin flex. That way you've got just a little bit more nose than tail. Speed and muscle, those are the two things you're going to need to butter this board or jib with it. This is a board that you can't just finesse, that you can't just be light on your feet with. You have to be heavy and hard with it. You've got to use twice as much force to get it to press the way you want, to really drive it. It's just one of those boards. Speed will always be the key. It's like a slope style board. So if you know how slope style riders are, they go fast into everything. This is not a lazy man's jib or butter board. The side cut on this board, rails turns. It really wants to carve. It sets up easily enough. You don't have a board that fights you. It's nimble from edge to edge, but it wants to do every kind of carve you can, and you have to be aggressive when you're driving it. You really want to be center flexing that board, pushing your back knee into it, really getting it to arc and apex through the carve. You know, you just got to bring your A game when you're carving with this board. I would definitely recommend this board for you old school riders out there, you camber loving guys that want a slight directional twin board. That's who this is for. This is for the guy that still rips the half pipe with his friends. It's for the guy that's really just doing frontside and backside airs, maybe a 360, probably nothing more than a 540. Someone that's going to push this board, that's going to snap. It's the same guy that's going to ollie over the fence going into the park just to prove a point. It's the rad dad that's showing off for his little kid. Alright, in space no one can hear you scream, so that probably means there isn't an echo. But with the Space Echo, these are the boards that stack up to it. The Capita, DOA, or Defenders of Awesome as you also know it. The Ride Burnout, not to be confused with Chip, the Burnout over there. The Interior Plane Project Honolulu, the Rome National, the Arbor Relapse.
Alright, so now you've decided what snowboard you're going to get, and you're going to decide where you're going to buy it. If you're shopping local, awesome. Slap your local shop guys a high five and tell them they're killing it. But for those of you that are buying online, why don't you shop from one of the links we have down below? That way you support us and you get a deal on your snowboard.
Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. That way you can see all the relevant or irrelevant snowboarding content that we're putting out for you guys. So smash that bell down below. That way you're getting a notification. And I'll see you guys in another video.